welcome back to another Menu Monday. Today I have a slow cooker recipe for you. I have 2 casseroles and then I have an air fryer recipe. So a lot going on this week. I did get a new air fryer. I know some of you saw it on Instagram and Facebook. It is a 2-quart air fryer, so it'll fit 2 pieces of chicken, 2 pork chops. It's perfect for Big Daddy, and if I need to do more, then I have the Emerald Lagasse, which is also an air fryer for more, more things. So today I'm cooking one of these casseroles that'll be coming up. It's the Cheeseburger casserole, and for that I have to have some cooked bacon, so I'm going to try it in the air fryer. There's controversy about cooking it in the air fryer, but I did see a great trick, and that's to put a bit of bread in the bottom under the rack. The reason they say not to do it in the air fryer is because it smokes. That grease drips down, gets hot, smokes it. Well, where I have mine sitting when I use it, I can open the kitchen window and it'll vent outside, so that's one saving. But I really don't want it smoking, so I thought I would try the piece of bread, and when I do the voiceover for the Cheeseburger casserole, I'll let you know how that goes. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get cooking. Alright, so for our pizza casserole, the first thing I'm going to do is cut up the vegetables that go in it. Okay, now that the macaroni's cooked, I'm going to cook the hamburger using the same skillet. Now to add our peppers and onions. We'll get that all cooked up, and then we're going to drain off the grease. Turn it to the pan, and now we're going to add our pizza sauce, mushrooms if you're using them. I didn't use them for mine. The pepperoni, and then the seasonings: salt, oregano, garlic powder, and basil. And then you put in the cooked macaroni, and you give everything a good stir. All the ingredients, measurements will be at the end of this clip, and also on the website rvlifeintheusa.com, and the directions will be on the website too. Okay, we're going to spray a 9x13 casserole dish and then put our ingredients in there. We're going to bake this for 30 to 45 minutes or until it's heated through and your cheese is melted at 350 degrees. Here it is. We paired it with a side salad. This one was really delicious and fairly simple, so try giving it a shot. You won't be sorry. for a slow cooker recipe, the first thing we're going to do is put in the chicken drumsticks to the slow cooker, and now we're going to make our mix. Again, ingredients at the end of the clip and on the website. So we're adding here our mayonnaise. We're going to put in a couple teaspoons of sriracha and then about a cup of sweet chili sauce. We used just a regular hot sauce. You can use whichever brand you like, and I guessed at the amounts. You can use as much or as little as you prefer, and then we're going to put some salt and pepper in here. We're going to get this mixed up. We're going to save half of it to use for serving, and the remainder we're going to put on top of the chicken in the slow cooker. So just going to get that mixed up, and then I'll put half of it in a bowl. Okay, you can cook these low for 6 hours. I did mine high for 3.5, whichever you prefer. And then I did heat up the oven and then broil them for just a few minutes once they were done. I served these with rice and baked beans. One delicious and easy dinner. The first thing I did, which I did not film, was make the marinade. So that was a tablespoon of steak seasoning. I used Uncle Chris's with some olive oil and soy sauce, and you put the pork chops in the bag with that and marinate for at least 2 hours. And then all I did was put them in the air fryer, 350 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes, and I flipped them halfway. The temperature should be 145, and that's about what it took. I did 2 at a time. This is only a 2-quart air fryer, but they turned out really, really good. This is the rice, cauliflower, and broccoli mix I used. It was from Walmart. It was really good, and then we had a salad as well. There's your ingredients for the marinade. I hope you give it a try. First thing for this recipe is to cook the bacon, so I was going to try out the air fryer. The trick I heard was to put a piece of bread in the bottom that would soak up the grease, that way it won't smoke, and it worked perfectly. Now I did make bacon this morning for breakfast and it smoked a little more. I don't know if it was the style of bacon I was using. However, it's much easier than doing it on the stove where it splatters everywhere. And I just put my air fryer right up to the window, which was open, and the smoke went outside anyway. It's 360 degrees for the air fryer, and you cook the bacon for 10 minutes, flipping at 5. If you want to give it a try, I suggest doing it. I thought it was wonderful. It cooked it up really, really good. Now while I'm doing bacon, I'm also cooking up the onions, and that was sliced onion, and then you cook it until it's caramelized. It takes about 30 minutes. Just cook it on medium low, and then I'm adding in a teaspoon of Worcestershire salt and some salt and pepper, and then I'm just going to set that aside till we're ready to build the casserole. Now that I have the onions done, I'm going to cook the hamburger. our hamburger's cooked, I didn't have to drain too much grease, just a little bit. I'm adding in our ketchup and mustard, and then we just get that mixed together, and that's going to be the first thing that goes on the bottom of our casserole dish. It's set a 3-quart baking dish. I think it could be done in slightly smaller one. The hamburger looked lost at the bottom, but it turned out, because we do fill it up with other stuff as well. I just sprayed it before I put everything in. Next goes the onions, and then we put crumbled bacon in there, but my bacon was still kind of warm, so I just cut it and put it on top, which worked out just as well. You see me pouring some of the bacon drippings into that bowl at the back. That's being saved for a future step of this recipe, but now all the bacon's gone, I'm just going to show you the little bit of bread that was in there soaking up the majority of the grease. So let's press on, get this bacon cut up and on top of the onions. I got this cheese grater and I was trying it out for the first time. I was having a bit of an issue because I got it stuck to the counter, and then when I got it unstuck I couldn't, long story. Anyway, Big Daddy sorted it out for me, and now I know what to do next time. But anyway, it does taste a lot better than already packaged shredded cheese. So now I'm going to get the brioche buns out and get them cut up. Now we're going to toss the bread in the bacon drippings. I'll put 8 slices of American cheese on top of the bacon and onions. And of course the ground beef's down there too. And then on top of the cheese we're going to put the bread. Bit of pepper, and then top this with the cheese that I shredded. I'm using about half, which is 4 ounces. But I was just getting it on top. You can use as much or as little as you want. Okay, here it is ready to go in. We're going to cook this 350 degrees for about 20 minutes until your cheese is bubbly. Those are the sides I set up. Make it like a cheeseburger. Absolutely delicious. It was well worth the extra work. Definitely give this one a try. Here are your ingredients. I hope you enjoyed this week's Menu Monday and the meals that I showed you. I'm going to be coming up with some more. I've already got next week's groceries being shopped for me today. I'm trying a Giant Eagle rather than Walmart. Walmart's been giving me a hard time. I won't go into detail, but anyway, I'm a bit over it, so I thought I'd try Giant Eagle. We'll see how it goes. I like shopping there, so the pickup seems to be fairly similar to the Walmart deal. And I'll let you know. If you've made it to the end of this video, leave me a slice of pizza emoji. Alright guys, I'll see you next Monday. Love y'all. Bye-bye.